Tired of finding more hair in your brush than on your head? If you're looking for a solution, onion juice might sound a bit strange, but it's one of those home remedies that actually has some science to back it up, along with a ton of real-world success stories. But it also comes with some important warnings. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what onion juice can do for your hair, why it works for some people, and what the scientific evidence really says. We'll cover how to make and use it safely at home, how to get rid of that famous smell, and most importantly, when you should skip it and see a doctor instead. This will be a clear, realistic guide, like advice from a friend who's already tried it. So, let's start with the proof. The buzz around onion juice really took off after a small study in 2002. Researchers tested raw onion juice on patients with alopecia areata, which is an autoimmune condition that causes patchy hair loss. The results were pretty impressive. Patients who applied onion juice twice a day saw significantly more hair regrowth after just a couple of weeks compared to those who just used water. Now, this study is a big deal because it showed onion juice can have a real, measurable effect. But we need to be realistic. It was a small study, and it focused on a specific type of hair loss. It doesn't prove that onion juice is a miracle cure for every kind of thinning hair, but it does give us a promising starting point. So, how does it actually work? Onions are packed with two key things: sulfur-rich compounds and a flavonoid called quercetin. Sulfur is literally a building block for keratin, the protein that makes your hair strong. For centuries, sulfur has been used in skin and hair treatments. Quercetin, on the other hand, is a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation. Think of it this way: a lot of hair shedding and weak follicles are caused by inflammation and damage on the scalp. By calming that inflammation, you're creating a healthier environment for hair to grow. Onions also have mild antibacterial and antifungal properties. So, if an imbalanced scalp or dandruff is part of your problem, onion juice might help clear things up. These mechanisms don't guarantee regrowth for everyone, but they explain why so many people report thicker, shinier, and stronger hair after using it. It's really important to know which types of hair loss onion juice is most likely to help. The evidence suggests it's most effective for inflammatory conditions like that patchy alopecia areata, and for generally improving your scalp health to reduce breakage and boost shine. It's less likely to reverse genetic male or female pattern baldness on its own. That type of hair loss is driven by hormones, and onion juice just doesn't stop that process. However, that doesn't mean it's useless if you have thinning hair. Improving your scalp health can be a great supporting player alongside proven medical treatments like minoxidil. Just think of onion juice as part of a bigger plan. And if you have pattern thinning, it's always best to chat with a dermatologist about your options. Alright, you've heard the science. Now let's get practical. Here's how you can make your own onion juice at home. Grab 2 or 3 medium onions. Red, yellow, or white. All work. Peel and chop them up. Then either blend them into a pulp or grate them. Next, you'll want to strain that pulp through a cheesecloth or a fine sieve to collect the pure juice. If you're worried about irritation, there's a gentler method. Just simmer the chopped onions in a small amount of water for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let it cool, then strain it. This onion water is much milder but still contains many of the good compounds. Whatever you make, store it in the fridge and use it within 3 or 4 days. And to keep things safe, always use clean utensils and surfaces. To make it even gentler, you can dilute the raw juice with a carrier oil like coconut or olive oil, or mix in some aloe vera gel. Now for the application. First, and this is non-negotiable, you have to do a patch test. We'll talk more about that in a moment. If your skin is fine after the test, part your hair into sections and apply the juice directly to your scalp. You can use a cotton ball, a dropper, or just your fingertips, but maybe wear gloves if you don't want onion hands for the rest of the day. Gently massage it in for a couple of minutes to spread it around and get the blood flowing. Then, just let it sit. How long? Well, The study I mentioned used it twice a day, but for at-home use, most people leave it on for about 30 minutes up to a couple of hours, a few times a week. If you're using the raw juice, start with shorter times and see how your scalp feels. After the treatment, wash your hair thoroughly with a mild, sulfate-free shampoo to get rid of the residue and the smell. Safety first, always. Onion juice is natural, but it's also potent. It can cause irritation, redness, or even a burning sensation, especially if you have a sensitive scalp, eczema, or any broken skin. This is why the patch test is so important. Put a tiny drop of the juice on the skin behind your ear or on your inner forearm. Wait a full 24 to 48 hours. If you see any redness, itching, or blistering, do not put it on your scalp. And if you ever feel a severe burning sensation after applying it, rinse it out immediately with lots of water. And please, try not to get it in your eyes. If you have a known allergy to onions, this is definitely not for you. And what about that smell? Yes, it's strong, and it's probably the biggest reason people give up on this treatment. But there are ways to manage it. You can mix the juice with a little bit of coconut oil, or a few drops of a pleasant-smelling essential oil like lavender. Rinsing your hair very well with a fragrant shampoo also helps. Another trick is to use that boiled onion water I mentioned. It's much less pungent. Or you could look for commercial hair products that use deodorized onion extracts. They give you the benefits without the signature scent. So how long until you see results? Don't expect a miracle overnight. In that clinical trial, regrowth started appearing in about 2 weeks, but that was with twice daily application for a specific condition. For most of us using it at home, ULL need to be consistent for at least 6 to 12 weeks to notice less shedding or thicker hair. Real visible regrowth might take up to 4 months. A great tip is to take photos of your hair every few weeks in the same lighting. It helps you track your progress objectively. If you see no improvement after 4 months, it's probably time to stop and explore other options. To sum up who should try this, it's a great low-cost option for people with patchy hair loss, scalp inflammation, or those just looking to strengthen their hair and reduce breakage. It's not a magic bullet for genetic baldness, but it can be a helpful part of a larger routine. And please avoid it if you have open sores on your scalp, a known onion allergy, or very sensitive skin. Here's a simple, repeatable routine you can start with. First, blend to medium onions and strain them through cheesecloth to get the juice. For a raw treatment, mix 3 teaspoons of that juice with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and 2 teaspoons of aloe vera gel. Apply it to your scalp. Let it sit for 30 minutes and then shampoo twice. Do this 2 or 3 times a week. For a gentler option, simmer chopped onions in a cup of water for 10 minutes. Cool. And strain it. And use that water as a final rinse after you shampoo once a week. And remember, always do that 48-hour patch test first. You can also combine onion juice with other proven treatments. For example, using it to improve your scalp health could potentially boost the effects of over-the-counter minoxidil. Just be sure to talk to your doctor before mixing treatments. Also, remember that good nutrition and avoiding harsh chemicals or excessive heat on your hair will make a huge difference. Think of onion juice as one tool in your toolbox, not the entire solution. And finally, let's set some realistic expectations. If you get a little bit of redness that goes away quickly, try diluting the juice more or leaving it on for less time. But if you experience intense itching, blistering, or even more hair loss, stop immediately and see a doctor. Trying home remedies is empowering, but it's always smart to mix that curiosity with a healthy dose of caution. If you decide to give onion juice a try, do the patch test, be consistent, and track your progress. And if you're already seeing a dermatologist, let them know what you're doing. They can help you fit it safely into your overall plan. If you found this deep dive helpful, consider sharing your own experiences in the comments below. Your story could help someone else figure out if this is right for them. Thanks for watching, and remember, achieving better hair health is a journey. Small, steady steps really do add up.